Hey everyone, welcome to Marine Mods. Today we're going to be changing the LCD on an older RayPilot. I think it's a 650, yep. The LCD is completely washed out. There's a replacement. Got this off eBay. There's a guy out there that sells them for like, I think 75, 100 bucks. So it's a little involved, but we'll hopefully guide you through it. It's not so difficult if you take your time and you're careful. First thing we got to do is remove 6 screws. They're Phillips heads. Take your handy dandy Phillips screwdriver. Where is it? Oh, there it is. And we're going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. All right. Okay, so we got the 6 screws removed. You want to be careful because there's a little gasket around it. It will stick. And what happens is if you pull it apart too quick, you might rip your speaker off. But disconnect the speaker after that, and you can put this whole thing aside. Now you got 8 screws holding the PC board in, so we want to remove those next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I got all the screws out. PCB is going to tend to jump up if you have the knob still on. You can remove the knob ahead of this. Probably want to grab it, this little transformer here, and there you go. There's your LCD assembly. Okay, so now you got some metal tabs which hold that LCD in place. There's 8 of them total. You want to just bend them back into place using some needle nose pliers, or you could use tweezers. It's very soft metal, so take care. So once you got those tabs bent, you're gonna kind of wiggle this back and forth to bring out the metal frame. It might get stuck to the LCD itself. You don't want to pull the LCD just yet. The other thing is mark the top orientation of the display. I made a little groove in. I'm not sure if you can see it. It just makes the lining it easier later. And actually you can see where... Okay, so this is the new LCD in place. This is the top, because I marked it on the other side. There's a bump on the very edge of this LCD, which will allow you to get the orientation left and right. So this would be on the left, and this is the top. Left, top. So your bump will be on your left. This is the top of the screen. Here's the old LCD. You can see it's really burnt. We're going to get these terminal strips off and put those in place. The most difficult part of this whole process. What you want to do is get your terminal strips in, and we got the top one here, the bottom one here. Get them right up against the metal frame, and then edge to edge. It's really important they make good contact, otherwise this ain't going to work. Now with this laying down flat, we're going to take the PC board and basically align the slots, but not trying to put this first. Put the PC board through so that the slots will go through and these pieces will not move around, thus making contact with these on the circuit board, the terminal strips on the circuit board. So when you bend these tabs back, notice that they go in opposite directions. You got to be careful with this one. Let me see if I get a better picture. You see that chip capacitor next to that tab in the middle. If you bend it the other way, you might hit that chip capacitor and short everything out. Just in case, let me point it out. You see it right there? So you want to make sure you bend it upward. And these tabs kind of point in opposite directions. They bend in opposite directions. Also, another tip. You see these little plastic things? Pain in the butt. They fall right out, so try and lay this thing flat as well. Okay, so I got everything back together, kinda. I don't want to put all the screws in. I want to test this first. So I went ahead and I put one screw where the heatsink is, because that heatsink kind of wiggles around. You don't want it to break off. And a screw here where the switches are. And one on the edge there, and reconnect the speaker, slap it together and take it up on the deck and reconnect it, make sure it works. Oh, we got it powered up. Looks brand new. Beautiful. So now we're going to Basically pull the back off again, put all the PCB screws back on, and screw the case back together. Mount the unit, and she's good to go.